Jesus, you are dead as shit. Literally.
Yeah.
Daryl's right. Shouldn't you be locked up?
Well, have you ever watched season 5? Father Gabriel is not very good at locking doors.
Hey, what's up guys? Spencer Rhodes here. So I probably shouldn't even make this video because The Walking Dead Season 9 Episode 8 was like 2-3 weeks ago. But, I mean, if you're interested in watching this, that's fine. But yeah, it was a really good episode. It had some flaws, but I really love that they actually introduced the Whispers in a way that's actually creepy. Like, a lot of the episode was actually creepy. You know, Jesus, Daryl, and Aaron being in the fog, and how we're slowly learning about what happened with Eugene and Rosita, and it's not just all at once. We just get these little sprinkles. First, you know, Rosita's bleeding and she's running in the woods and we don't know what happened, and then she's unconscious, and then she's taken to the infirmary or whatever, and then later on she wakes up and she's like, no, you guys, like, you have no idea what's going on. We need to help Eugene. And Michonne's like, you know, we are helping Eugene. And she's like, no, it's not enough. You don't know what you're dealing with. And I like that. I like the build-up. I like how there's just the little pieces sprinkled all in the episode. And then, of course, Jesus dies. And then, of course, we finally get the reveal that it's humans wearing zombie masks. And I mean, they had a real challenge with the Whisperers, because in the comics, you were kind of really able to, in the comics they were really able to have a few issues where it is just sort of zombies talking to each other, or you know, that's what it seems like, and you're really not sure what the hell's going on. And then of course we get the reveal that's people wearing the dead skin and the masks and pretending like they're walkers. You had to be careful about that in the show because you didn't want to make that part corny, and I think they handled it perfectly. I'm surprised by how well they handled the introduction of the Whispers. I think it was great that they had Rosita and Eugene going out and being the ones that cover themselves in mud and they hear the Whispers, and you know, it's not just two minor characters. And I really just liked how they introduced the Whisperers. I mean, I guess I can't be surprised because, you know, it's Angela Kang. I mean, Season 9 of The Walking Dead, my goodness, it's been good. I'm just shocked because Season 7 and 8 were so bad. Last night, I tried to rewatch a couple of Season 7 episodes, and I just couldn't do it. I couldn't motivate myself to sit through all the filler and the boring scenes and the dialogue I don't like. You know, in Season 9, I don't have to like suffer through it. I can just enjoy it. You know, that's how it should be. But yeah, this first half has been just really well done. It's kind of shitty under shitty circumstances. You know, they can't get Rick's actor anymore. They don't have Maggie's actress anymore. They don't have Dwight's actor anymore. You know, I feel like all three of those characters should really be in the show right now. You know, Dwight, Rick, Maggie, but none of them are, and that's definitely a hit. You know, that the show took a hit, and it's still better than it has been in the past 2 years, where it had all the actors it could use at its disposal, where it had Carl's actor, where it had Glenn and Abraham and Sasha, and it was worse back then. And there's so many good characters that are gone, either dead or the actors they don't want to be on the show anymore. There's disputes behind the cameras, and there's just a lot of missing characters. And it's still better than it's been in a long time. Pretty much, probably, I'd say it's the best season since like the first two. I think I like it even more than 4 and 5. And I liked 4 and 5, but I really, really, really liked the first half of this season. It's just been so good. Like, almost every second of it has been good. Like, this is what we've been needing. And it's good that we finally got that payoff, because I feel like a lot of Walking Dead fans just hung in there. You know, we kept watching because we were waiting for something. I think that's the reason why a lot of people kept watching The Walking Dead, even though it felt like it was just ass, and we kept getting disappointments. We kept watching, and this is the reason why. Maybe it's even like a psychic thing, because like it just seems like this is the payoff for hanging in there, you know. But yeah, with Jesus' death, I think they handled that really well. I mean, I do think that Jesus was underused really badly, and Tom Payne talked about it. He talked about how there's so many comic moments that they never gave Jesus. Jesus was supposed to do some stuff in All Out War, and he didn't do anything. What did he do in All Out War? He had a fight with Morgan. In the comics, he grabs a grenade and throws it back, and he gets into a fight with Negan, and the actor talks about it, and it's really heartbreaking, because it's like, yeah, he's right. Why the fuck did they not give Tom Payne all those cool Jesus moments? Why? Like, how hard would it have been for Jesus to grab a grenade and throw it back? They adapted that whole thing with the Alexandria getting destroyed, but they didn't want to give Jesus that little moment, that little cool moment where he throws the grenade back, and they don't want to give Jesus that fight with Negan. Tom Payne was talking about how he trained every day. I don't want to seem like I'm bitching, but I mean, Jesus is kind of like a really relevant part of the episode. You know, he dies and everything, so I feel like I should talk about Jesus, and I feel like I should cover all the bases, and yeah, like Tom Payne got fucked over with Jesus. I mean, if I was Tom Payne, I'd be pissed. They gave him so much less than he had in the comics. Why? Like, why? Have they even explained themselves? Like, why didn't you give Jesus the grenade throwing back? Why didn't you have him have the fight with Negan? Like, why? Like, I want an answer to those things. And not only that, but they didn't give him... I would have understood that if they replaced some of his cool comic moments with something else, but instead of that, they just have Jesus disappear. There was like 7, 8 episodes at a time in season 8 where he's just, we don't know where he is. Like there's all these big fights, and I kept thinking, in season 8 there's all these big fights, and I kept thinking, man, it'd be nice if Jesus was here. It'd be nice if Jesus was helping. He's a fighter. He's a hand-to-hand skilled combatant. Like, why isn't he here? Where is he? What is he up to? And there's never an explanation given. He just 1 second, he just sort of he just comes out of the corner, and it's like he's there the whole time. And it's like, what were you doing? You're not fighting. You're not helping anyone. You just disappear for 6 episodes at a time. Like, why? Why is it so hard to give him a little bit to work with? And So Tom Payne had talked about in an interview with this episode that, you know, they asked him about killing off Jesus, and he said that they already knew that he wasn't against leaving. He kind of wanted to leave. He kind of wanted to pursue other things, and so that might have played a factor into the decision to kill him off. I'm really surprised, because I still think, I'm sticking by it, I'm sorry, I still think Rosita and Ezekiel are going to die. I think Rosita, Ezekiel, Cal, Tammy, those are going to be some of the bigger heads on the spikes, maybe Alden and Luke. Those are all going to be heads on spikes, but more than anyone else, I'd say Rosita and Ezekiel. They're going to get their comic deaths. They're going to be heads on spikes in the season finale, and now we have Jesus dead on top of that. Like, damn. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess they know what they're doing. I want them to do the 12 heads. I don't want it to be like 7 or 8 heads. If they don't want to kill off Rosita, fine. If they don't want to kill off Ezekiel, fine. I support that. Keep both characters alive. Cool. Mix it up. But I do want there to be 12 heads, and I'm surprised that there's going to be the 12 heads on spikes, and Jesus is dead. Like, that's a lot. And we're not even in season 10 yet, where there's going to be a Whisperer War and a lot more death. I mean, it is The Walking Dead. I guess this is how they're going to kill off everyone. They're going to have a couple of major deaths, and then there's going to be the heads on spikes, and then there's going to be the Whisper of War, and there's going to be some casualties in that, and I don't know. But I mean, yeah, The Walking Dead has definitely lost its share of characters lately. I mean, what they did with Carl, I'm kind of okay with, to be honest. I feel like they traded Carl for Morgan, and I would have made that trade too. But Jesus, I don't know. Like that was just kind of that was a weird decision. Maybe they're killing off Jesus because who knows? Maybe they're planning on sparing Rosita or Ezekiel. And it's like, well, we still need a major death, so let's have Jesus die to introduce the Whisperers. And I mean, I like it as a concept. I like that episode 8 had a major death, and when you think about it, the last time a big bad was introduced, that was Negan, and he instantly kills Abraham and Glenn. So to introduce the Whisperers without killing a character, that does kind of seem, maybe they should kill a character. But Jesus, that's a weird one. I mean, it almost seems like the show's not going to be much different without him because it wasn't doing much with him. And I don't know why. They didn't want to, pay him. He was training every day for the fight scenes. Like, that poor bastard. He got fucked. I don't know what they were thinking not giving him any of his comic stuff. And then just having him disappear and not do anything and just hide all the time. Like, why? He is one of the most badass characters in the comics. Use that! Hello, is there anyone in there? Where's your brains? Use Jesus. Shit. It's not hard. I mean, Tom Payne was doing the hard stuff already. He was training every day. All you gotta do is point him in the right direction and take your camera out. Why didn't they do that? Okay, alright, I'm moving on. But yeah, I completely and wholly agree with Tom Payne being frustrated and disappointed. In season 6, 7, and 8, he didn't do very much. He didn't have a lot of scenes. He didn't have a lot of dialogue. He never got his comic stuff. He never got the awesome shit that he did in All Out War. And yeah, I don't blame him for being fed up. Like, what the fuck were the writers thinking? Like, man. But I mean, it almost kind of seemed like the damage was done. I mean, I don't know. It almost seemed like, well, you might as well kill him off in season 9 because he didn't do anything in 6, 7, or 8. So maybe just kill him off in season 9 rather than trying to fix it at this point. I don't know. I don't know. Supposedly, we're going to be getting more of Jesus in the back half as flashbacks. He's definitely dead, but we're going to get flashbacks explaining what Michonne did that made everyone so pissed at her. And probably explaining the X scars on her and Daryl's backs. So we're going to get some more Jesus, which that's good because, I mean, I really feel like he just didn't do very much in his run in the show, and maybe the flashbacks will I mean, he's already dead, but maybe the flashbacks will just add a little bit more to his overall character and add a little bit more substance to his role in the story. And it's kind of cool that they're doing that. It's kind of interesting that The Walking Dead has never really done that. I mean, they did it with Abraham, but I think it's going to be like a big deal. I think we could get multiple episodes of flashbacks that are like part of the episodes, and we just get a little bit at a time. Maybe the episodes go back and forth in time, but we could still get Jesus in 3 or 4 episodes just in flashbacks, explaining what happened with Michonne, or it could just be one episode, or it could just be one whole episode about flashbacks. But I'd like to see like 3 or 4 episodes where it goes back and forth in time and explains what happened, and they don't rush it because I mean, several people have said it was a 6-year time jump after Rick's death, disappearance, whatever. You know, it was a 6-year time jump, so that's a lot of time for them to just go back and you know, tell stories, and there's a lot that they could do. So I'm hoping that there's like 3 or 4 episodes in the back half where there's just that 6-year period, and we see things that happen during that, and we see Jesus, and maybe, just maybe, they give Jesus some more fighting scenes, and maybe it gets a little bit better. Because, I mean, after all, it's Angela Kang, you know, using Jesus, and she actually knows what she's doing, as opposed to whoever the fuck wrote season 7 and 8. Angela Kang actually knows what she's doing, so, you know, if they're going to have flashbacks of Jesus, she might give him some more badass fighting scenes, you know? So there's still a little bit of hope that we might feel a little bit more, that Jesus' character and his story arc, it might be a little bit more completed. He's pretty much the next Abraham at this point. Like, he was just this really cool, really big comic character that they got this good actor to play that worked really, really hard at playing the character, and then they just underutilized the shit out of him, kill him off, and then they kind of try to make up for it by giving him a flashback. That's literally Abraham, just completely Abraham. So I think Jesus is the next Abraham. So, you know, that's cool. But this was a good episode. I liked how Michonne and whoever else they go after Eugene, Daryl, Aaron, Jesus, and the dog to rescue them, and then Magnus Group comes out of nowhere and they actually help. Like, I like Magnus Group. I like everyone in Magnus Group, and I like that, you know, they all came together, and I'm really excited for this back half, and I can't wait. I can't wait to see Alpha. I can't wait to see Beta, Lydia. I can't wait for the Heads on Spikes. I can't wait for season 10. It's nice to actually be excited for The Walking Dead, not just telling myself I'm excited, not just like forcing myself to find a way to be excited. I'm actually excited for The Walking Dead. Why? Because it's actually good. Because Angela Kang actually knows her shit, and she's actually making The Walking Dead good, which, by the way, it has not been for the last couple of years. Just my opinion, you know, just my opinion, but yeah. But yeah, this was a good episode. Really, really solid first half, especially under the circumstances, with so many people being mad at the show and wanting to stop watching for all the crap that's happened the last few years in the story and all the bad decisions and just all the problems, the dialogue, the budget, etc. And then this season, it was basically the make it or break it, because it got rougher. In a way, because Rick's gone, Maggie's gone now. I mean, Rick and Maggie they were in the season, but they're gone now. And then Dwight never came back because I think the actor legally can't. And I'm gonna make a video about that. But I mean, if Scott Gimple was still in charge of season 9, oh my god, there would like the ratings would just be like, But, you know, Angela Kang is making it good. She's making it work. Like I said, this was the make it or break it season, and it's actually making it. And I can't wait for the next half, and I can't wait to see the Whisperers do some serious damage to the characters. And hopefully this will be a really solid back 8 episodes, and hopefully season 10 will be really solid, and 11, 12, 20, 30... I hope we just keep Angela Kang, because she's our Lord and Savior. She's the savior of The Walking Dead. I am not kidding. But yeah. Anyway, that's my review. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't be shy. Hit that like and subscribe. I'm not going anywhere. I make 1 to 2 Walking Dead videos per day, so please hit that subscribe button. Right now we are at 268 subscribers. I am trying to get to 300 subscribers in the next few months, so we are getting there, guys. Thank you for all the help and support, and all of you that have subscribed and watched my videos. We're getting to 300. We're getting there, progressing. So that's awesome. I can't wait to get to 300. I mean, that's quite a milestone for me personally. So yeah. But anyway, with all that said, I am Spencer Rhodes, and I will see you guys later. Bye.